Okay, so I'm about to just give you my quick review slash reactions to the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie. Let's start off with the obvious. It was lit. I mean, this movie was probably, it's easily the best Dragon Ball movie I've ever seen. Like, I've seen all of them. This was really, really good. This one had some of the best animation that I've seen in a Dragon Ball movie. It's absolutely made to be seen on the big screen. Like, while I was watching this and I was seeing all these different things happening, I was like, there's no way I would have the same experience if I was watching this on my computer screen or on my TV at home. Nah, they made this to be seen in a movie theater, or at least on a super big screen. So, the animation was on point. The cinematography, so the camera angles, the camera shots and stuff that they did with the animation, dope. I mean, like, mid-scene, you would see them change up the animation style, and it almost made you think you was reading like a real-life manga or something. It was really cool. It was a sight to see. The fights were dope. If you're a fan of Dragon Ball, you already know that the power-ups and the transformations, they did a great job with them in this movie. It didn't take 5 minutes for everybody to charge up and yell, so that was, appreciated. Some of the jokes was corny. I'm not gonna lie about that. They did have some corny jokes, but it was funny because they were kind of like inside jokes. So, like, if you're a fan of the series, then you kind of know, oh, that's just Bulma being Bulma, or, oh yeah, Vegeta would say something like that. You know what I'm saying? So it was some good little humor in there, even if it was a little corny. But I think you chalk that up to fan service. Like, that was just them poking little fun at themselves, knowing that us fans would also kind of laugh along with it. So it wasn't bad. As for the story was kind of cool because if you've seen the old school Dragon Ball movie with Broly, or Broly Returns and all of that, they kind of gave his origin story, and in this movie they kind of do the same thing, except they give you a little bit more depth, right? So you actually see a little bit more complexity, I guess, in his character. But I'm gonna say, and maybe this is just me because I'm an old school Dragon Ball fan, I didn't really like what they did with Broly's character. What made the old school Broly so popular, in my opinion, was the fact that he was a pure force of nature. Like, he was just an animal. And I mean, like, dude was just a ridiculous amount of power and strength, and it just did not make sense. Like in the old school movies, like, Goku barely escaped with his life, and that, for a fan, made Broly that much more popular to me, because he pushed our heroes to the limit, and I don't know if I felt that same sense of urgency in this movie. They tried it. They tried to make it seem like, yo, Broly is that dude. And he is. Don't get me wrong. He's not a joke. But they try to add something in this movie that makes you feel for Broly in a sense. Because you understand his background. You understand it. And I just thought it got a little soft. I'm like, yo, this ain't the Saturday morning, Toonami Funimation cartoon. Like, you can go all out with this. It's okay. We all adults at this point, so it's kind of like, it's not that they made him look weak. It's just more of the fact that it's kind of like when you make a sympathetic villain, where it's kind of like, yeah, you bad, but I kind of feel for you. I don't want to feel for Broly. I don't want to feel for Broly. I want to be scared of Broly. I want to be scared that he gonna kill somebody if he don't get checked. You know, like that's what Broly should feel like, at least to me. I don't know about, you know, how you guys feel about Broly, but to me, what made Broly so dope was I was like, yo, I don't know if y'all really gonna be able to stop him or not. But, you know, the way that they kind of ended this movie, I wasn't a fan of it. That's going to be in my bad section. I don't like how they ended it. The fight, amazing. The fight was great, classic stuff. But the way the fight ends and the way the movie ends, it's a big eye roll. It's like, come on, man. And, you know, they got my man Goku. Goku gonna Goku. That's all it is. Goku gonna Goku. You know, Goku is dumber in this movie. You know, and keep in mind, this is fresh off of the Tournament of Power. It's fresh off of the Dragon Ball Super arc. So if you've seen the Dragon Ball Super cartoon, then, and, you know, all the way in completion, then this is picking up right after that. So the Tournament of Power is over. You know, Goku's done what he's done. So that's where this timeline is taking place. But man, they just made... It's like we seen how raw Goku could be. Okay, we've seen that. But it feels like they took a step back with him in this. If you a Vegeta fan, I think they did Vegeta a little justice here. But I do feel like they kind of held back a little bit, you know, because he goes from like one transformation to another. And I'm like, wait a minute, bro, when did you learn that? How will you? Don't you need to power up for that? You know, but whatever. But either way, animations was dope. Cinematography was awesome. The fight was really good. I liked how this time they changed up Broly's origin a little bit. So it's not the same as the old movie, you know, and again, you know, so you're not going to get the, I hate the name of Kakarot and it sends me in the trigger mode or nothing. You're not going to get that. You're going to get a little bit more authentic, you know, origin story, but it's, and I like how they tied his origin story from the past to now the future with another character that I don't want to ruin it, but let's just say there's a certain character that connects Goku, Vegeta, and Broly from the very beginning, and they bring that character back, and it's pretty dope how that character fuels this entire story, and maybe even for the future. I didn't see any post-credit scenes either, so, you know, I don't think you really need to stay for the end or nothing like that. But overall, it's a good watch. I think it's personally the best Dragon Ball movie out there. Like, I'm talking about, like, you know, it's better than the other Broly movies just because the action is so dope. The action is so dope, it keeps you in. Like, there had to have been maybe, I want to say, like 20 to 30 minutes of good, solid action. You know, the story is simple enough. You do get a little bit more with Goku's parents and stuff, but, you know, it's whatever. It's just like 5 minutes or whatever. But yeah, if you were planning on going to see it, definitely feel comfortable, you know, to go and check it out. Check it out ASAP. I think you guys will all enjoy it. I enjoyed it. If I had to give it a rating, I'd have to say it's somewhat... no, I can't give y'all no halfway rating. I'm going to go ahead and say it's an 8.5 out of 10. Yeah, so I'm going to say it's an 8.5 out of 10. Lit. Dope. Must see. Highly recommend to see it in theaters rather than, you know, bootleg on, you know, a computer or whatever, because the animation is just really, really on point. They really did a good job with this, and I think you guys will enjoy it. So let me go ahead and look at some of these comments, see if I missed any of your questions, and let me get to some of y'all. Yeah, I do think it's the best one. I mean, It's just, I remember a lot of the other Dragon Ball movies, and it's like, this one, I don't know, like, I felt like a kid again. Like, I was just like, damn, like, y'all really going all out with this. So I'm not gonna say all the stuff that they did in it. Obviously, during the battle, you could probably guess, but they went there, and I liked it. It was pretty good. Okay, I see it. Some of you guys are gonna see it tomorrow. I'm alive. What am I lying about? Let's get out of here. Stop that. Let's see. Did it have the 4-minute power-ups? Nah, they powered up pretty quick. Similar to the Spider-Verse animation, not really. Spider-Man Spider-Verse was a little bit more unique, you know, with their 3D comic, like almost motion comic type of animation. This was pretty standard anime, but in different pockets it felt like it shifted, and it'd be quick, but it meshed with the action, so it was a really welcome treat. And you'll see it when if you see the movie, you'll know what I'm talking about. Let's see. It wouldn't be Dragon Ball without corny jokes. You're right. Hey, I said it's just my opinion that it's the best movie from Dragon Ball. That's just my opinion. I mean, like, I liked a lot of the other previous movies, but this one, I just think that they did a really good job with it. So, you know, I ain't gotta agree with it. Like, it's okay for you guys to have your own opinion. Man, Broly gave everybody them hands. I mean, it was like, yo, you want this smoke? Everybody can get this smoke. Accidental hands was getting passed out. It was great. He had them hands for everybody. Do you have to forget about the first two Broly movies? It feels like it, you know. I mean, I won't, because I really like those, and those are always kind of hold a special place in my heart, you know. But like, this is kind of like a reboot, you know, in a sense. So yeah. But the interesting thing about this is, because it's kind of like Dragon Ball Super, I think, and I could be wrong, I think they're trying to bring Broly into canon, because previously he wasn't technically in canon, because the movies didn't always they kind of existed separately in a sense. So I think this is an interesting way to bring him into canon, since it did connect with the previous animation. But again, I could be wrong, so but that's my best guess. Oh, y'all didn't like the obsession with Goku? I actually kind of liked it. I mean, it wasn't the strongest writing, but I was like, okay, whatever. He just triggered, you know. He hated the dude's cry. You know, his cry was annoying. No, Martha scene. No, there's not a Martha scene in this. It's not that cheap. It's a classic Goku Dragon Ball type of ending. Like, it's not gonna surprise anybody. That's the thing. Like, the way it ends, nobody's gonna be surprised. You're gonna be like, okay, y'all went that route. So other people have bitched Vegeta. What you mean? Yeah, Vegeta's gotten them hands by a lot of people. Not just Broly. I love Super Janemba. Or Janemba. He was dope too. He was dope. Let's see. Can't wait to see the movie. Yes, definitely. Definitely check it out. No, it's a little bit above a 7, but I think, like I said, the animation and the action kind of carries it for the most part. So that's the biggest highlight of this movie. Let's see. Thank you very much for the compliments. I appreciate y'all. Did I like Ninja Scroll? Hell yeah. Ninja Scroll was one of the first animes I saw. Yes. What? Love me some Ninja Scroll. And Vampire Hunter D. Come on now. Man, look, don't get me started with my anime love, man. Come on now. Come on now. How much screaming in the movie? There's a lot of screaming, but it's not as crazy as y'all might think. But anyway, that's it. Go watch Dragon Ball Super, Broly. I think you guys will not be disappointed. When you do go see it, come back to this video and let me know what you thought about it. I'm always curious about what you think. And you know what? Hey, let me know. Do you think it's the most you know, is it the best Dragon Ball movie you've ever seen? And if not, you know, let me know. Maybe y'all could convince me otherwise, or maybe we'll just agree to disagree. It doesn't matter really, because everybody is entitled to their opinion. But yeah, go check it out. I gotta get home. I'm hungry. I ain't eat yet. So peace out. If you're new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it.